Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel, I think. Bob here. I'm assuming this is working. It's a random... I'm playing Fallout 3 at the moment. This is a random Fallout 3 stream with my washing in the background. There's no frilly underwear on there, hopefully. I mean, I gave up wearing that stuff a long time ago, so there shouldn't be. Yeah, I guess it's... Well, Cafe is working. I don't know. This is a I'm quite bored stream today, so I thought I'd stream. Anyway, let's go. I do, yes, this is Fallout 3, where the audio is not working anymore. Unlike probably incredibly professional streams, I don't... Audio. Why has my audio stopped working? Unlike professional streams, who probably have like something set up all the time for their stream, because all they do, I normally start streaming and what the settings? I don't know. I just plugged in my camera because I normally don't have it plugged in unless I'm streaming. And I'm wondering if for some reason that has taken over my sound stuff. No. I told you it was a random stream. I don't know what's happened. I don't know why I've suddenly lost sound in the game. Let's restart the game. Let's chuck a save in somewhere. I don't think this will interrupt the viewing. There we go. I don't think I've got any naked ladies on my desktop, so there's nothing interesting for you to see. Okay, well, let's just check my sound options again. No, we don't want the task manager. That's faux show. I could be talking to myself. I've got no idea if this stream is even working. I won't know. So, okay, yeah. So the audio should be coming through my headphones. Let's see.
Look, we're running.
Yeah, there's sound. Okay, I'll restart the game. I'm using something called FOSE loader, which is like it's like a little utility that means that you can play the game in like full screen, windowed full screen, which you can't do. I've got the sound back. Okay. Well, I hope the stream's running and you can hear everything. It seems to be. So let's go. So Fallout 3, is it any good? Well, you know, if it wasn't Fallout 1 and 2, it would be amazing. But as I'm sure you probably all heard loads of times before, Bethesda kind of fucked up the lore and the universe and stuff. They kind of did their own version of Fallout, which is fine, I guess, you know. But yeah, it lost a lot of the elements, I think, that made the first two Fallout games what they were. It lost quite a lot of the RPG elements. But me, I'm a sucker for exploring an immersive world, and they got that right, at least. Have I been to that location? Yeah, it looks like it. And I can safely say, I don't care how many there are, there could be a billion. Even Fallout 3, some 15 years ago, is a lot more interesting to explore than any Starfield planet. They really should have stuck with a limited amount, but with a lot of content, which is what they were good at. But yeah, Fallout. I like the Bethesda Fallout games for what they are, but I'd much rather that they'd have done this, but stuck more to what Fallout was. I think the first 2 games. But it's very immersive to explore, and that's why I play and enjoy it. What I probably should have done is started streaming from the beginning, and show you what I think is the best way to start the game. Essentially, if you don't play Fallout 3, you want to start it, and you kind of want, I don't know, I suppose the first time you play it, you should do it so that it's, is it not letting me up there for a reason? I'm at the edge of the map. Oh yeah, I'm at the edge of the map. I guess you should play it first through, you know, blind. Ooh, let's have a look down there. That'll probably be the best way to do it. There's a dead dude. But the way I normally start is, where do you start? You start in, I think you start in Vault 101. So I normally go, the best start I normally have, and when I say best start, this is purely because I've played it a lot. I've played it for a number of times, and so whenever I play now, I just go my most efficient route. So the first thing you should do is, what the hell? What a great video this is, Bob. Why can't I find anything on the map? Lol. Anyway, maybe it doesn't come up on the map. Anyway, what you need to do is find the alien ship crash site, go there, go through that quest, because it's like I think it was like, I can't remember what it's called, but it was like an add-on. I can't remember what it was a DLC, I think it was. So go through the alien ship quest line. You get loads of alien weapons that are really powerful at the start. You can do this straight away. You get the alien blaster, which is one of the best guns to start off with, but you can't really repair it, I don't think. So you need to use judicious use of that. Then you want to go and do the I think I might need to show you this one if I can find it. Yeah, if you go to Bailey's Crossroads Metro, you go through there and it takes you to, you get like another little quest that is it's one of the Brotherhoods. I can't remember which one it is, but you go through here and you'll find some dudes in power armor. Go through their quest line, and at the end of it, you get the Chinese stealth armor, which I always play stealthy characters, so that's what I do. You get the Chinese stealth armor, you get a good sword, and you get a power armor helmet. And you can do all this at the start of the game. You don't need to level up particularly. I didn't. I'm playing on very hard as well. And then after that, if you then go and do the pit quests, the pit quest line, which is DLC. Yeah, you get some stuff basically. Here's some of the alien weapons that I've got. The alien blaster is, I've used that too much really. The sword is good for sneaking up and meleeing stuff, one-shotting stuff. The perforator is the gun that I wanted from the pit quest line, so I've got that. Metal blaster is also good, but again, I'm not sure if you can you repair it with other laser guns. I'm not sure actually. And in the first quest line, you get the Chinese stealth armor and a power armor helmet. You get some power armor as well, but I don't use that. I picked the Gauss rifle up somewhere as well. My guys, I normally play. I'm a bit boring because I play the same character I don't like melee characters generally in single player games. Maybe I should learn to appreciate them a bit more. Yeah, so my guy's a sneaky, snipery dude. With the Chinese power armor and with a high stealth skill, you can basically sneak around and no one can see you. So you can sneak up right next to them and stand in front of them, and they won't see you unless you fire a weapon. But then if you've got a silenced weapon, then essentially you're just a sneaky assassin, basically, who kills things pretty easily. I think the stream seems to be working okay. Hopefully it is. It's not a very challenging game on the... What am I doing? So what am I doing? Well, I'm basically just going to be exploring. I think the Oasis is another quest line. I'm not sure if it's DLC, so we're going to go towards that. What I like to do in these games is just find a location on my radar and then go towards it and unlock a new location, maybe explore it. Let's go down here. The start that I just spoke about, that I normally do, is just an efficient start. If you basically, it gives you loads of, like, you know, end game stuff at the beginning of the game. I'd only recommend doing it really if you were if you played the game through, they played the game through already a couple of times maybe. Because I mostly like exploring, I normally do that start just to get ahead. And yeah, that's it. You can play on hard difficulty as well, very hard I should say. So.
Outsider, you have arrived. Please, come closer. I have something of the utmost urgency to speak to you about. Do hurry. He doesn't like to be...
Bloody tree huggers.
I'm so glad you're here. It's been a while since anyone's visited us, and he's been waiting for someone like yourself to arrive. If you wouldn't mind following me, I'll bring you right to him.
He's got some impressive wrinkles. Slow down, old man.
I'm sorry. In my excitement, I got ahead of myself.
Great.
I'm Tree Father Birch, and I have the great fortune of being the leader of his people, the Tree Minders. Beyond that gate is our home, Oasis. Yes, we're the Tree Minders. We're his people. If you'll just follow me inside, to the pavilion, all will be explained. Excellent. Please follow me. All will be explained soon.
Okay, let's go. I'm not using any mods, like visual mods. Considering its age, it's still a very immersive game.
You have no idea how overjoyed I am to see you. Normally, outsiders are forbidden inside Oasis, but he has made an exception. We no longer use devices like that. We cast our technology away many years ago. Everything you see around you, from the tallest tree to the smallest blade of grass, is a gift from him.
Of course, another one of the great things about games pre 20,000 and shit, I can't remember what the date would have been. You know, you had the freedom to kind of be who you wanted to be. You didn't have to be like everything wasn't nice. Like Starfield, where everything just feels so sanitized. You can be a dick. You can just kill everyone if you want.
He is the one who grows. He is the one who gives. And he is the one who guides. No one speaks his name out of reverence for his majesty. Thanks to him, the Tree Minders have a home. I would have preferred that he made the introduction, but I understand your hesitation. The Great One is a god tree. A living, breathing, speaking god tree. The tree minders are blessed to have this being watch over us. I don't expect you to understand everything you see here. After all, you carry the taint of technology upon you. Tree minders shun technology and embrace nature. All technology has brought the world is violence
here we
and
go.
death.
Blah-de-blah. The only thing that I find, and this goes for most games actually, is the evil. I kind of feel that generally evil is a lot smarter than you find in games. You know, the answers generally just feel a bit, oh, the evil is the dumb answer as opposed to maybe the intelligent answer. That was a thing.
Listen, my friend. I will forgive your insolent tone because he has asked to see you. But make no mistake, if you wish to cause trouble here, we have the means to defend ourselves.
Look, old man, I should go around one-shotting you all. So just back off.
Yes, my apologies. I don't speak to outsiders very often, and I tend to get lost in conversation. As you approached Oasis, he said you were coming, and I was sent out to meet you personally with a request. He wishes to meet with you. You'd be the first outsider to do so in a very long time. To meet him, you must undergo the ceremony of purification. Once that's complete, you'll be able to speak to him. Whenever you're ready, we may begin. I'm afraid not. No one gets to see him without first drinking the sap from the basin here in the pavilion. The sap will purify your mind and body of anything harmful that could possibly hurt him. Other than that, there's nothing more to the ceremony.
It's funny, isn't it? I mean, they're not perfect, but it's funny how games like Knights of the Old Republic and Mass Effect and stuff, you know, were quite a long time ago now. But no one has, since then, has really captured the, you know, like the good v bad kind of thing. Sorry, what I mean is that's a bit simplified, isn't it? Like your character's alignment and the way that works and how it interacts with the world and then how the world interacts with you and all that kind of stuff.
Very
Okay.
good. Take your place. We will now recite the blessing to ward off any harm the outsider may be carrying before he proceeds to the grove.
I bid you depart, agents of destruction, through the power of his divine will.
Leave our homes and bodies immediately. Live no longer in them, but pass over into places where you can harm no one.
In the name of his frondescence, I call his wrath upon you, so that wherever you may go, you bear it with you.
And, diminishing from day to day, you may disappear, except where you serve the health and good purposes of mankind. May no trace of you be found.
All this, may he be so good as to grant us, who is to come to judge the living and the dead, and the world by his verdure.
Amen. Soon, you will pass peacefully into sleep, outsider. And when you awake, you will witness his glory firsthand.
I hope the stream's working okay and all the sound is okay and you can hear me. I've got no idea. Is anyone watching? I've got no. Okay, so yeah, you can't collect the mushrooms in this one. It was something that must have been, was it Fallout 4? I'm not sure. It's funny because when I first started playing 3, it was like, I'll just get through 3 so I can get to New Vegas. But actually, I've just been really enjoying exploring. So, oh, there he is. Mutant tree.
Glad to see you're finally awake. I can't believe they made you do that stupid ceremony. They listen when I talk, but they don't hear. You know what I mean? Where? You mean in here? Nah, it's just me and Herbert. He's the tree. We're old pals. The best of buddies. And we know each other. Inside and out. Literally. Well, his name's really Bob.
Bob!
I think it's funny to call him Herbert, but I don't think he thinks it's that funny.
Hey mate, how you doing? Long time no see. I hope you're doing. I hope you're well. Herbert's a great name, isn't it? I think the Bert's bit comes from. Is it Anglo-Saxon? It's not Norse, is it? It wasn't Viking. I can't remember. I always loved Herbert. Those kind of old-fashioned names. Those old names from a bygone.
Well, you're quite clever. See, Bob used to ride around on top of my head. Sunk his roots right in there, you know? Well, eventually he got bigger than me, and then I pretty much ended up inside.
The trio sounds like he's been on 40 a day.
It was a long time ago. I tend to lose track. I was exploring some sort of a military base with some other people. I think it was called Mariposa. Mariposa. We were pretty deep inside and we found some weird vats of this nasty green goo. Right when we were about to leave, I think we were attacked. Yeah. Last thing I remember before blacking out was something knocking my friend into the stuff. Yes, you're right, of course. Of course, I completely agree. Or I guess we completely agree, huh? Huh? Me and Bob, that is. I had you brought in here to ask a very simple favor. Would you please kill me?
I'm enjoying the voice acting. I think I've only ever done this quest once, because I think I did it and I'd never did it again.
Oh no. It wouldn't be murder. You'd be doing me a favor. You see, I've been stuck here for over 2 decades now, rooted right into the ground. The only friends friends I've got are Bob and those weirdos out there who think I'm a god. How to put this? I've been feeling rather spread out lately.
Yeah.
I think Bob's kinda shoved my insides around some. It's hard to tell where everything is, but it's always that way with one's insides, isn't it? Anyway, I believe Bob's carried some of my organs into his root system. I want you to go underground and destroy my heart. Well, I used to carry those pesky caps a long time ago, but I think my pockets are in those shrubs over yonder. I'm pretty sure the cave's below.
Fair enough. I'll do it.
You will? Oh, you made us so happy. Oh, isn't that right, Bob? Just give me a little time to say goodbye to good old Bob, and then I'll be ready. No, Herbert is the tree. Bob is his real name, but I call him Herbert, 'cause I think it's pretty funny. But I'm still in here too. What's left of me? The name's Harold.
Harold, another great name from... Okay. I'm missing some loots. I've only done this quest once before. I can't remember. He said something about some caps or whatever being in some bushes somewhere. Maybe it's not here. Oh, good mate. Yeah, you're still doing your game designy stuff.
And I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong. Why else would he have called for an outsider's assistance?
The outsider is here to deliver us from our enemies, to keep this place safely locked away from the wasteland, not to exploit us.
How can we preach about peace when all you want to do is keep his gift all to ourselves? That's not what he would want.
If we allow the spread of this miracle to continue, we're putting him in jeopardy. I can't allow that. I won't allow it.
Once again, my husband, we are at an impasse. I suggest we speak to the outsider.
Agreed. Why else would the outsider have been allowed into the grove? Perhaps it's a test. Yes, that must be it. I know why you're here, and despite what my wife thinks, I know you'll do what's best for Oasis. After all, he chose you, and he would never want to put us in harm's way. Oh, he's testing you now, just like he tested us. He wants to see if your faith is strong by spinning these incredible stories. Who else but a god could produce all of this? Don't worry, you'll soon see things as I do. The Great One does tend to speak in riddles, but if that is his way, then so be it. My talks with him have become quite puzzling of late. I think he's beginning to fear his future. The Great One's influence is growing, and soon it will break free of the confines of this secluded vale. We can't allow Oasis to call attention to itself like that. It would be the end of him.
Hey Will, how you doing? Oh, that's good to hear, mate. Yeah, I think we had this same conversation last time, but look, I wish I could find the drive to do something, but you know. I always wanted to try and create just some kind of area. It doesn't have to be a game particularly, but some kind of explorable area that'd be quite interesting. I think I might have asked you this before, but you don't. Do you use one of like? Do you use like Unity or something, or do you do something completely different? I guess I need to maybe look into what the easiest way of getting up and running is.
I've had enough of your black. I've tolerated it this long because you're an outsider, but no more. If the same sap that you drank to purify yourself could be applied to his heart, it should stop the spread. I can promise you no harm would come to him. That's all I ask of you, outsider. Nothing more, nothing less.
I love Birch, but sometimes I think he doesn't see the big picture. The spreading of his influence.
Oh, nice.
It's a great
That's
miracle.
well, Flash.
A benefit meant for the entire wasteland. Of course we do. He yearns to share his miracles with the whole world, to give the gift of life back to the dead wasteland. It's upsetting him to no end, but Birch can't see the pain it's causing. But now that you're here, I have a feeling the winds are about to change.
It's funny how the writing on some of the quests is really good, and it's also kind of quite relevant to the real world, and there's quite a lot of social commentary, but it's all done in a much better way than we're seeing at the moment. It's less preachy, you have options, you know, you decide what you want to do, as opposed to being told what the correct answer is, or what the right side is to be on.
I heard what my husband wanted you to do. What I propose is an alternative. The same person that created the sap also created this liniment. If you can reach his heart, it will assist him in making his influence increase. Instead of centuries, the wasteland will become green in mere decades. Just imagine how glorious that would be.
Okay.
Revel, outsider. You are under his protection.
Oh, have I come here too early? Okay, so either someone's going to give me a key and unlock it, or I have to come back. I think I've got about 80 lockpicks so
Branch
far.
tender cypress at... I wish they wouldn't argue so much. It makes everyone uncomfortable. Sure.
Cheers, dude. Dead branch tender. Interesting. Well, there'll surely be a root tender down here, wouldn't there? Oh, hello. Some Mirelurks. No way. We could just sneak past them, but I want the XPs. Let's have a look. Let's get the perforator out, shall we? Wasn't there one over here just now? Has he gone under the water? Oh, he's dived under and started swimming. Fair enough. There we go. That's what we want. Get right in the face. These dudes have a lot of hit points. Holy smoke. Well, going in the water blew my cover. Well, fair enough. Hang on very hard. I'm kind of a bit of a glass cannon. But they do they do forget about you after a while. The silenced weapon also obviously doesn't alert other. You can kind of break the game with stealth, really, and a silenced weapon. It can be a bit OP. You do need the stealth armour, I think, though, and... Oh, he's got a lot of hit points. Holy smoke. Oh, he's bugged. Less resistant to the Ghoul's weapon, as most things are, really. They really are bullet sponges on the highest level. I'm not sure if I need to increase these much anymore. Science and lockpick, maybe. Guess we've got a max out small guns at some point. Let's go for Action Boy, I think, now. I was going to pick up last level. Oh, hello. Ooh. I thought we would get caught up on the rocks there. I've never really used power armor in any of the apart from the first two games. In the Bethesda games, I've never really used power armor that much. I just prefer sneaking around more than anything. But it does make you a bit of a glass cannon, especially if you play on the highest difficulty levels. Oh, it's a hunter. Okay. Ah, cool. I can finally maybe do some repairing on my silenced 10mm. There we go. Is that a little journal? Is that a little manual there? It is. Hiding. It looked like an ideal spot for a manual. There we go. Make sure you pick the perk that gives you 2 points for skill books instead of 1. It's a big thing. I should have changed weapon here, I think. Ooh. Ooh, got stuck. Stuck on the terrain again. There we go. When you go through the like for the Fallout games are not okay, mate. See you later. Take care. Have a good one too. The Fallout games are not very good first-person shooters. So if you're playing a stealth, and obviously you find yourself in a situation where you get unstealthed, then I mean I should be using a silenced weapon anyway, so it's my own fault. But Yes, I always use a silence weapon. Opinion on your Fallout trailer? Oh god. I find it difficult to have any opinion on modern television and film without ranting, because it's just got to a point where it's created by people who, rather than, it's a bit like, it's Amazon, right? So it's a bit like Rings of Power. Rings of Power was created with an agenda, and that agenda was, here's our tick box of things that we need to tick in order to get funding from ESG, BlackRock, Vanguard, whoever it may be. And that's how programs are made, you know. And I admit I've become quite bitter about it. So I do find it hard to look at stuff and separate it from that. But on the other side, it's not really my problem, because that is how things are being created. The only way a company like Disney can continue to create the stuff it's creating, lose hundreds of billions of pounds, and still carry on going, is because they're being propped up by ESG, and ESG want them to push an agenda. So whenever I see anything like that, I find it difficult to separate that from the actual art. You know, but that's because I've seen so many franchises ruined, like beloved franchises ruined by this crap, you know. Yeah, so I find it difficult. So I find it difficult to say anything really, because people always take it the wrong way. You know, you say anything negative about this stuff, then you're a bigot or whatever it may be. So I watched it, and I liked some of the design on the vehicles. I think it was very, very accurate. Everything else, you know, I mean, the law, they've ruined the law, first of all, with regards to what factions are active at what times and what was going on at various times in the Fallout timeline. But they don't care about that shit. The people creating it probably didn't know what Fallout was before they were given the brief to do it. Yeah, I just can't. I won't be watching it because I don't want to give them. I don't want to give them viewing figures. Same with the most recent Doctor Who, or I haven't watched Doctor Who for quite some time actually, but. Yeah, I watched the trailer, but I won't be watching the program. I just hope for a time when we get back to a situation where I mean, I don't know yet what it's going to be like, but maybe a bit like the Warhammer thing that's coming up, where it's got someone involved in Henry Cavill who actually gives a shit about Warhammer. You know, that's what I'm hoping we get back to at some point with TV and film creation and games as well. You know, games are exactly the same. I don't know why I'm wasting bullets on non-VAT shots. I think it's because I'm streaming as well, so I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing. I always hope this stuff's good though, so you know, I don't want to give the impression that I'm I want things to fail. You know, I want to watch a great Fallout TV show because it could be amazing. Hello. But then, you know, a TV show, a TV series portraying some Tolkien story from the Silmarillion and stuff. That also could have been amazing. But it was unfortunately utter shite. Is the heart. So I think I'm going to go with Harold actually. I don't remember what the right option here is, or even if there is a right option. I think if you apply the liniment, I think it is extending the forest a good idea. Does it work out that way? I don't know, actually. I'm not even sure if that, as I said, I only done this quest once. I don't actually remember. Oh, nice. Well, Birch is going to be happy, isn't he? Oh, is that a Nuka-Cola Quantum over there? We're collecting them for a quest. Let's go and check it out. What have you got here, my friend? Oh, a sniper rifle. Interesting. I haven't actually got a sniper rifle yet, weirdly. Oh, there we go. Can you repair a silenced 10mm with a... Oh, you can. Sweet. Nope, Bob's dead.
The Great One is dead, slain by your hand. Don't worry, I hold no grudge towards you. You'll have to forgive my people at a time like this, outsider. They aren't used to being so lost. And for once, I don't have the words to help them.
Welcome.
Your words sting, outsider. Normally, I'd have cast you from this place for such a statement, but my eyes have been opened. Before you reached his heart, he imparted his last words to me. He told me about his will to die, and how I mistook this for some mystical sign. How could I have been so blind? How could I have misled all these people? Perhaps if I had spent more time getting to know him, things would have turned out different. Even though the Great One has left us, our memories of him will never die. With Bloomseer Poplar's help, I'm confident we
Bloomseer
can keep
Poplar.
Oasis alive and carry on as tree minders. Go now, outsider. Go, but never forget the gifts the Great One bestowed upon us.
There we go. Done.
Welcome, outsider. Welcome to Oasis.
Kind of feel that I've missed something somewhere, but You know, I'm not that bothered really. Have a little peek around here before we go. The kid seems to have very, very different clothes to everyone else. Very modern looking. Okay, I think we are done here. Let's move on. I should probably use. I think there's. I think particularly. I mean, I think videos outside of EverQuest ones. No, we've been that way. We need to go the other way. I think it's mostly the. I think people that normally watch videos that are not EverQuest ones on the channel are mostly people that kind of watch all the stuff I put up. So I probably should use these streams to talk about the channel a bit more. Because I do get questions, but I don't. I mean, I think it's probably obvious to most people that the channel is kind of in a bit of, I was going to say semi-retirement, but I think retirement is probably not the right word. Like in recent times, I do actually create videos, but I don't put them up because I do them and I don't like them, or I think to myself, well, who am I? Like, what am I putting a video up for? Enclave? I wonder why the Enclave are aggressive to me from the off. I don't remember. It's been a few years. Yeah. Maybe a game will come out that will bring back that, you know, that enthusiasm for recording videos again. But yeah, I've been doing it for such a long time, and it never really became like a job or a business. So I guess over time you kind of just lose the desire to do it, I suppose. Yeah, but there's a couple of games on the horizon. When is the Monsters and Memories thing? Is it over this weekend? I'll try and find some time to stream that. Yeah, when a new MMO comes out that grabs me, maybe I'll find the drive and enthusiasm again. I keep meaning to do a video on a new MMO. Actually, looks really interesting. It's called Eternal Tombs. I'll do a separate video on that maybe. It's got a really interesting system that's automated. It's kind of one of these systems where like a GM, or they call them Tomb Masters, I think, in this game, but like where a GM creates events on servers. And I know that we've heard all this before, and it never really comes to fruition. Let's go see what this location is over here first. Not too far away. We've all heard about it before. You can have GMs, they're going to run events and all that kind of stuff. But this has got like an automated system where they've got a load of pre-made events that they can just activate and send it out to the servers, or a particular server, or whatever it may be. And so that would be quite interesting. I guess a bit like what you see in some of the online service games now, like Diablo 4, where you get these random events happen every so often. But these are events that they actually activate, send out. Something quite interesting. What have we got over here? Two locations over here. I guess one of them is that radio mast. But yeah, getting back on topic, yeah, the channel is kind of like in hibernation. It has been in hibernation for quite some time. I spoke about it on the last stream. I do, like, occasionally I do think to myself, well, look, you're here, you're gaming anyway. Why not try to make more of the actual channel and stuff? But I don't know. I kind of don't feel that. I mean, not that I ever felt that I was a particularly talented streamer or content creator. But I just don't think it works that way now. I think I said before about the way algorithms work and what you need to do to get exposure and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Anyway, that's channel stuff. I mostly, but I get the other thing as well. I think probably is I mostly play single player games, and I'm not quite sure. Unless you're like a proper channel streamer who sits down and they start a single player game and they play, you know, like these variety gaming streamers who will play a game right through on the stream. I think unless you're willing to take the time to do that, I'm mostly playing single player games. So other than just doing random streams like this, I'm not really sure if it works particularly well. So I did start off the WoW. I did start off WoW Season of Discovery, but I just got bored really quickly. I guess I just need to get over the first hump of starting out a game again. Yeah, but I was just like, I got to level 7 and just stopped playing. There's something a lot less fun about having to contest other players for mob spawns on WoW than there is in EverQuest, I think. Yeah. As I said before, if it's the first time playing Fallout 3, don't do this build because it kind of yeah, makes the game a bit too easy. But yeah, I guess what we was talking about earlier, also just creates a bit of a malaise with content, because what do you do really? I don't know. You know, I find that even someone who still regards himself as like an old lefty, and back in the 90s and stuff, when I was, you know, like my 20s or whatever, then I was quite radical. Even someone who still considers themselves that just finds the whole cultural, political and ideological scene just farcical, particularly on the left. And because pretty much all the content is designed around the current left or liberal ideologies or whatever you want to call it, I just feel totally uninspired on doing. I could be another one of those content creators who, you know, watches Rings of Power and makes a video about it, moaning about it, but, you know, while I detest it, I haven't got the energy to make videos talking about it. Okay, so where's our? Oh, there's a living dude up here, or a living something. Let's go and check it out. The other thing as well about content creation and doing YouTube and stuff is that you depending on whatever stance you choose, whether it's reasonably in the middle or whether it's one side or the other side, it just attracts a certain type of person. Quite often it feels like opinions of a content creator can be misrepresented, or someone feels that they're on one side but kind of they're really not, you know, and you have to deal with all the crap. I mean, I still get like, as I said, I'm a small channel, very small channel, but I still get comments on a video that I made like 8 years ago that is like proper arsey. And I think to myself, what? Get a life, mate. You know, you're leaving a shitty comment on a video that was made 8 years ago. You think I care about that anymore? And it's not like these comments are left by, like, you know, people who've been with the channel a long time and kind of know me. Well, know the me on YouTube. It's just some random dude, you know, on a video that I made 7 years ago. Oh, well, a keyboard warrior. And I think, oh, get a life, mate. Who cares? Did you see how old this video is? And I think it's obviously just people just want to say something, you know. They want you to know that they've seen your video and this is what they think. Yeah, it's funny YouTube. Or just the social media in general, really. It's like, yeah. A bit philosophical now, but then why do we do it? I guess, you know, why did I create a channel in the first place and stuff? I don't know. I don't feel like I'm not. I don't feel like I don't really feel like I started it to tell people my opinion. You know, I don't. I'll happily discuss something and give my opinion if someone's interested, but yeah. Where is this location? This is the best thing about Fallout and the Elder Scrolls games and stuff. Even Fallout 76 is picking a location on the map and heading there. What I often like to do is pick a location like this, so look out and say, oh, I'll go there, or I'll go there. And that was what Starfield was missing. And I don't really think the fact that there were 1,000 planets is an excuse. You know, it's well, I still play Fallout 76, as I've said before, and one of the great things is picking a location in a distance, just walking towards it. But also the great thing is the fact that you never get there, because what the hell is going on here? There's like a minigun going off. I've obviously come the wrong way around. You never get there because the content is so dense. There's so much stuff to do on the way. This goes for the Elder Scrolls games as well. But Starfield just didn't have that. You landed on a planet. You had half a dozen locations to go to, and there was nothing in between. All super mutants. Super mutants versus Brotherhood. Well, the Super Mutants won. Oh, an Overlord. Didn't realise that until I started shooting. Holy smokes. Not that it matters much, but...
What? I hear something.
I think wow.
Hello? Someone there?
He's got a lot of hit points.
Hello?
You do have to pick a perk or two as well to get to a stage where they can't find you, even if you're shooting at them. So, yeah.
What? I hear.
Wow, his Overlord's got so many hit points. Holy smoke. I think these are like sneak shots as well. Let's have a look around. Brute should be a bit easier. I'll come back to him. Should use my Gauls rifle really, but... Oh, it's a silenced Gauls rifle. It's amazing how many had difference in hit points between the Overlord and the Brute.
I can hear.
Oh, that hit the armour. I think I can use assault rifles to repair my perforator, can I? Yep. Cool. Repair skill is super useful as well. You just use the same gun all the time then. Let's go through the rigmarole of killing this dude.
Hello?
See if we can get it to go hidden instead of caution. I did a video a little while ago of kind of discussing like YouTube content, like what people seem to like watching and stuff. Because I noticed, at the moment, I was playing Fallout 4. I was playing Diablo 4, and I wanted an answer about a particular skill. So I went on YouTube and I looked it up, and I found what I wanted. But then I kept getting my recommended channel, my recommended thing kept getting bombarded with modern. Like recent game releases, people doing content on it. What I noticed is that everyone, well, maybe I spoke about this before. What I noticed is that everyone's doing the same content, just copying each other basically. So like, and it's all the same sort of content. So a new game comes out, and I just kept getting recommended all of these. God, Bennett. Even sneak attacks are mental. It's I think the Ghoul's rifle will probably be better for or Gauss or whatever you want to call it. Will probably be better for the super mutants. I'm not sure. Maybe a laser weapon.
I can hear you.
Yeah, so like a new game comes out, and all of these channels just do exactly the same video, and these videos are normally go along the lines of 10 things I wish I knew before I started playing Starfield, for example. And then a few days later, they'll release another video that's basically the same, and some of these videos are even the same tips in some of them. So you just got all these gaming channels that are doing the same video over and over again each time a new game comes out. And I understand that it's their business, you know. How much damage does... No, Ghoul's rifle doesn't really do any more damage. Let's see how much damage a laser rifle does. Let's try an alien disintegrator. Oh, we don't want to kill this dude. No, so this guy just has a ton of hit points, essentially. It looks like. Yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, they just keep, and every time a new game comes out, Baldur's Gate 3, and what they do is they kind of title the video slightly differently. So it'll be 10 things I wish I knew, blah 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 blah, and then it will be newbie tips I wish I knew before I started playing Starfield or whatever it is, and it's just the same content over and over again, and that's not something that I kind of want to do really. It's a content that people seem to be watching. I understand some of this is like from an algorithmical point of view, so they kind of it's their business maybe, so they have to do it to make cash, but it's not very creative. Didn't expect him to have so many. Even on the hardest difficulty setting, I didn't think they would have so many hit points. Must have hundreds and hundreds. If we let him go now, will he get killed? Don't know. No, I'd have to stand up to let him go actually. So this is a proper rambling video. This one, holy moly.
What was that?
Even the sneaking infiltrator, this guy, he must have some serious damage resistance.
Hear you.
He's funny.
What? I hear something.
Yeah, but it seems as though there's this real thing going on where there's awful lot of channels just doing all the same content, copying each other. I think assault rifle
Hear something.
is
Noise.
some power armor there, but we won't be using that. And of course, you get the same with reviews as well. It's funny because like there's been this thing recently with Cyberpunk.
I can hear.
Now I've played Cyberpunk. Day one, I've got the special big box edition type thing with the model and all that kind of stuff. I love the game from day one, and over the course of a period of time before 2.0 patch came out, the game was amazing. You know, they'd pretty much sorted it out. But when 2.0 came out, or when the expansion came out, there was this kind of like redemption arc for the game, and that kind of really showed me that none of it's really real, you know, because if you'd been playing Cyberpunk before 2.0, you'd have realised that the game had already changed to a point where it was an amazing game. And the gameplay changes in 2.0 didn't actually really make the game that much different, in my opinion. And I'm someone who's played through the game. I've got 1,000 hours in it, you know, so
I'm over here. Help!
I've played it a lot.
Oh my god. They dropped this stuff.
You take it.
I
Go on then. Off you go. Yeah, as I said, like, you know, I made me realise that, you know, the game, as I said, the game was fantastic before 2.0. But then when 2.0 came out and the expansion came out, there was this kind of redemption arc thing.
Help me!
But there, well, as I said, there wasn't really a redemption arc to be had. But everyone, and it was difficult to find someone with who felt that way. Like everyone had the same opinion about Cyberpunk, and it just felt like everyone was copying what the main reviewers were saying. There's a lot more to it than that as well, I think. I think it all feeds into the ideological thing again as well. I mean, when Cyberpunk came out, you know, CD Projekt Red were the bad guys, and they weren't just the bad guys because of the state of the game in some situations. There's also people moaning about working conditions and some of the images in the game and whatnot. And I find it very weird that recently, about a year ago, CD Projekt Red suddenly got their ESG rating.
Please.
Oh, shut up.
God. Someone.
And they started putting all of these stuff that didn't really make any, not related to gaming at all, on their Twitter page and that kind of thing. And now all the mainstream press suddenly like them. You know, it's all very fishy. But then again, I'm just a conspiracy theorist, so. Okay, what next? Looking for books. Up to a certain point, the skill book increases like a really, I find them really, really important up to a certain point. And what I like about something as simple as like skill book increases is that it makes you want to explore and find one. So, you know, whenever you come across a location, you want to go in there in case you find a skill book. Well, I mean, that's what I do anyway. And there's one. Is it Grognak one? It is, isn't it? Is it Strength one? Is it? I think so. Yeah, melee weapons. Anyway, yeah. That's it about the channel. So I don't know what content you guys enjoy watching and whatnot. Yeah, for reasons I mentioned, I watch very little YouTube now, actually. I mainly use YouTube. What do I use YouTube for? Well, there's a couple of channels that I've spoken about before that I watch because they're amazing game reviewers with a twist. But other than that, I don't know, actually. I went through a period of watching loads of reaction videos. And even though I knew in my head they were kind of bullshit, I still watch them. Until it got to a point where I thought I just had enough. There are a couple of channels that I still watch because they're quite genuine people and I like the people who do them. But yeah, I don't watch a lot of YouTube. I was obsessed with it when I first started using it, YouTube. Maybe like many people, I guess. Maybe you're the same. I'm not sure. I keep thinking of switching over to Twitch as well because I don't like YouTube. I don't like Google as companies. I don't like their crap. I mean, Twitch are not great, but I was thinking of moving over to them, like moving the whole channel over to them, basically, and just streaming on Twitch. But yeah. Oh, there's a giant red scorpion. Hello, hello, hello. Even when you're OP, there's some. I mean, I'm you know, maybe I'd recommend playing it on normal skill level as well because it's mobs are just bullet sponges really. That's all they are. It's almost like the AI's broken, isn't it? I don't think they've got any weak points, these guys. I love how they cover their faces. I don't think you can shoot their face, not like the Murlocs. No, I guess maybe you can get body shot. Hmm. Yeah. We won't bother wasting the gun condition or the ammo. Don't need to. Yeah, as I said, I don't know if there's anyone watching who watches particular whatever's on YouTube, or if you kind of still use it that much or whatever, or you only use it for certain channels or whatever it may be. Yeah, I went for reaction stuff. I don't know what happened. I got addicted to it. I think it was because initially it was because I kind of enjoyed watching people reacting to black metal and some punk and goth and that kind of thing, music. But then you kind of get to the point where you look, this is just bullshit. These people don't care. They're just doing it for. I think the thing that made me realise that was I saw a few reactors going, "Oh, I've got to do like 6 reacts today" and all that kind of stuff, and you just kind of realise that it wasn't really about the actual genuine reactions. It was just about churning out content, as everything is. This is the alien gun that you can get from doing the alien quest, as I mentioned at the start of the video. This is one of the guns. There's like a rifle, there's a pistol, and then you've got the alien blaster. That scorpion running over to attack the the brain there. I think the thing is as well with the Fallout program is I don't feel that it will be true to any of the games. You know, if you had like a really strong survival aspect and you had things like Robo Brains and stuff, some of the really cool designs and whatnot, and they weren't trying to make some modern political references. Or at least if they did, you know, they were kind of well written. Wouldn't be so bad. Okay. Oh, hello. There's a giant. Oh, did they follow me? Oh, I'm stuck on terrain. It's so annoying. Oh, stuck on terrain. God damn. Where are we? We're a long way back, aren't we? Oh, at least it was after we killed the dude. Let's go and see. Let's head towards that factory over there. See. Oh! The hell?
Come out, wherever you are!
The super mutants were great.
You have to come out, sooner or later!
Really cool. A bit like the, I don't know if anyone else ever played the first two FIFA games. But the way you sneak around and the kind of guards talk to themselves and have their own conversations and stuff. Really cool. Okay, let's head over to this area. Ah, jeez. They're faster than me as well. Oh, we got some help. Keep getting stuck on rocks. He's angry with me. Oh. Oh, damn. Gaull's rifle can be good because it can stop mobs, give you a little bit of breathing space. Oop. Still danger. Ooh. Ooh, I should have said. Why would you target that? Ragdolls are pretty good, aren't they? Okay. Now, where were we? It was heading towards that factory, but let's go this way. This is skirting the top of the map, I think, so... Ooh, I should have one-shotted it. The hell? Let's have a look at that rocket over there, shall we? Or whatever it is. It's, who have I annoyed? I've been re-watching and watching a few that I didn't see before. Watching some kind of 80s and 90s action films. I've been going for a spate of watching Jean-Claude Van Damme films. Some of the big ones I've seen, like Time Cop and what have you, No Retreat, No Surrender, Bloodsports, that kind of thing. But watching some of the other ones as well that weren't as big. Some of the acting in them is hilarious. The action's always really good. I watched Cyborg, and I like Cyborg for the kind of like, you know, post-apocalyptic-y kind of vibe. But the acting is just hilarious. There was a time where you looked at them and you kind of felt anyone could be an actor. If these people could be actors. But enjoyable as well. And they kind of had things to say, you know, social commentary, but even terribly acted Jean-Claude Van Damme films had more of an idea of how to write those kind of things without being preachy. He just said sup to the dog. What is this location? Anyway, yes, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Enjoyable fun, but some of the acting is laugh out loud funny. But it kind of like so bad it's good kind of way. And then what happens is like, you kind of get recommended other films similarly, so you end up getting recommended all these kind of like 80s and 90s low budget kind of sci-fi and action films and stuff, and I just kind of watch them. Now these guys are moving towards the radar area there, so let's see if there's going to be a fight. I think there might be.
Good to see you.
Like games, I'm not sure if anyone else does, but I kind of have like a list of films I go through and watch every now and again. At Christmas, you know, obviously, you got my Christmas list. Scrooged, Die Hard. I love the musical Scrooge with Albert Finney. The Arnold Schwarzenegger one where he's got to get the robot present for his kid. It's a Wonderful Life, obviously. My favourite one, though, and we watch it every year, and we have done. It's my wife always looks forward to it, and that is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I love the National Lampoon films, and the Christmas one is my favourite one. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of 80s, fantasy is on the list. My favourite, I think probably my favourite fantasy film of all time is probably going to be Hawk the Slayer. I find it difficult to put a film above that. I just love the atmosphere of it, and the design. Jack Palance is amazing.
Good to see you.
Yeah, well, yeah, as I said, I watched like most of the big ones in the past, but this was. But I've watched a few other strange ones that I hadn't watched before. I think Cyborg is quite big, but I haven't watched it before for some reason. The evil dude in it is just hilarious, particularly the fight at the end. Yeah, but I recommend watching it. But you got to laugh at the acting. Oh, there's a Deathclaw. And another Deathclaw. Okay, it's Deathclaw City. I love Bloodsport. Bloodsport is great. I just love that kind of like Street Fighter vibe to it, where all these great fighters get together for a tournament. Yeah, amazing. And the actor who plays the so intimidating in a fight. The big is he Korean or Chinese? I'm not sure. He's been in a few films like that where he plays the big intimidating martial artist. It's pretty amazing. Was he in a Bruce Lee film? Can't remember his name. Okay. I don't. I'm not sure about anyone else, but I never really found, for the build that I'm using, I never really found much value in fighting these massive mobs with tons of hit points. Maybe if you're playing on normal difficulty, it's worth it. But oh shit, I stood up there. That was a bad idea. Yeah, it's very easy, I think, for people to say that your favourite films are the ones that you watched when you were maybe younger and more impressionable. But I don't agree with that. I think there is irrespective of what era films came out, I think there's a level of quality that is very relevant. More so than when you watched a film and at what age you watched a film. It's funny because those people are the sort of people who are kind of into the whole modern ideological stuff, and they want them to be better than what they are. But some of those people are the same people who love Star Wars and stuff from the 70s, you know, so it's a bit contradictory. The other thing that games are doing, yeah, sorry to go back to what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, 80s films are. I mean, there are so many good action films. First of all, I mean, I find it hard to put on a Sly film or an Arnie film and not be entertained, which is what it was all about. Yeah, I mean the 60s and 70s. Depending, I mean, I think 60s and 70s were probably the best era for films. I love the 80s because that's when but if you did a list of all-time classics, I think the 70s would feature heavily. I'm partial to a good to a good musical at Christmas as well. My wife loves watching Meet Me in St. Louis and those kind of films at Christmas time, and I'm pretty partial to those. I think I've crippled his leg, but it doesn't seem to have had any effect on him. I was going to cripple his leg, then maybe use a weapon that did more damage, more suitable. It's just a waste of ammo and condition for your gun, though, really. One modern film I am looking forward to seeing, and I'm not sure if I better go and see it at the cinema or not, depending on how things go, is Godzilla Minus One. It looks like a proper Japanese version of Godzilla. None of your Hollywood shit. Just looks like a proper Godzilla film. It's had a lot of good praise. Looks good. Wow, there's a load of. I love the building and vehicle design in the Fallout games. Super duper. Sonny was talking. I was talking earlier. I'm sure I'm sure there's some people who are switched off, or some people will switch off the video because I think I'm just banging on about the current cultural climate. But I think that's the other thing as well. Why I kind of find it difficult to do content, because I think it's reached a point, and I don't think this is me. I think this is a thing. I think it's reached a point where you kind of can't talk about games and films and TV without talking about that, because it's so prevalent. And I think if you're playing, modern games, or you're talking about TV or film and stuff, I think it's remiss of you not to talk about it. But I'm bad to say I don't want to talk about it. I honestly don't. But it's hard not to talk about it when you're talking about these things. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough. I'm trying to find a location to go into. I'm not sure if there are any here. I'm sure there must be. You've got to look for that door that is the model of the door that you can get into. There's a... Yeah, that building looks like it might... maybe. It's very sunny. It's sunny today. I mean, it's been cold, but it's sunny today. I need to put some... I was going to put some washing out. Let's talk about old blokes living at home. And the chores that they do. I've got some washing. We live in a place that was built a certain way, and it's got no wall insulation. And for some reason, I don't know if they can put it in or not. We're kind of trying. We're in discussions, but it means that in the winter, it's getting cold in our place. Oh, hello! Like really, really cold. And you heat the room, and the room heats up, and it's fine. But as soon as you turn the heating off, the heat just goes. Literally within 5 minutes, the room is freezing again. And that is not good. And you get condensation. And I've got a dehumidifier that I have running all through the winter to help with that. And yeah. I mean, it's not even a particularly old property, really. It's just built in a strange way, which means it's and trying to dry washing in the winter, yeah, good luck with that. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any interior locations here, from what I can see. So we will probably move on to our next location. Those chimneys in the distance there keep kind of luring me in, but I want to keep going east, northeast to the edge of the map. So let's do that. Oh, there's a vault. Oh, there's a vault 90. There is a vault here. Let's go and do a vault. Normally the vaults have like a questy thing in them. Let's see if we can find the vault. It's not going to let us round there, is it? Yeah, maybe. Oh, come on now. Recently I've been through, I haven't recorded anything, but every now and again I kind of do a little loop of MMOs that I play or that I've played, just to see how things are going. But the size of that loop has got smaller, it's got less MMOs on it, and I spend less time you know, going through those MMOs now than I used to. I don't think I'm kind of fed up with MMOs. I just think it's just, you know, wanting one to really come up and grab me by the ghoulies. But I think it's a problem for a lot of people currently. A lot of people, I think we're putting it. I think some people are still putting all their eggs into the Pantheon basket. I think there's a lot of people quite interested in Monsters and Memories. Looks really good. Well, it is really good. Alright, so where's that vault? There we go. Not sure if anyone else was the same on Project Qualm, but I kind of started playing it, but I just couldn't. I'm finding it's so hard to get into EverQuest at the moment. I don't quite know what it is. Even on Blue, where I can super twink things out, it's just yeah. I kind of really wanted Project Qualm to be a go, but it's kind of it didn't last very long. Maybe I'll try again. Here we go. Should start a little quest for the vault, I'm guessing.
So far, the experiment is going exactly as planned. We're subjecting the residents to extremely low-frequency white noise in regular intervals through the loudspeaker system. Using the soundproof recording studios and the musicians was an inspired idea. Kudos to the Vault-Tec selection committee on their shrewdness.
So most of the vaults have got like a little quest of their own quest line. I did the one where you go. I did the one where you rescue your dad, where you go into like a virtual world thing created by some doctor. That was pretty cool. I've got a new game on the list actually. I'm not sure anyone's played it yet, but the new RoboCop game looks really interesting. So I'm looking forward to giving that a go. Once you've got a high stealth and the Chinese armour and a certain perk, you can play the game as a pacifist, really. If you wanted. Where there's water, there are Mirelurks. So... The only info we have so far is that they were subjecting the vault dwellers to low frequency white noise. That's all we know so far. Okay, that's going to... I don't think you can stay hidden when you're looking at terminals, can you? I can't remember. So let's... hello? I don't know why I started the game on very hard, considering I'm mostly playing the game just to explore and do the quests. I'm probably better off just playing on normal, wouldn't I, really? Trouble ticket. Oh, details overwritten on that one. Okay, not much there. Not much more. Not more. No information there, really. Some of the mob designs are so good. I wonder if they'll go to the effort in the series to try to produce some of those. I think they'll just be CGI though. I think as someone mentioned earlier, I think that these kind of mobs are much better if they use practical effects. But sound testing, did that say? See if we can use this terminal without being detected. Blah de blah de blah. More of so. Feeling unwell. So I wonder if the white noise is calling him to feel a bit dodge. Not feeling. Okay, not feeling very well. Okay, that didn't go well for them. Is that stim packs there? Yep. Looks like you can use the terminals. I'm not sure it's like in Fallout 4. In Fallout 76, if you use a terminal, it takes you out of stealth. I think. I was about to say, I wonder how Mirelurks got into the vault, but they did say that maybe the vault is built on a underground lake or something, or some whatever. There was a body of water around it, so.
The situation is getting out of hand. Over half the population of the vault is exhibiting savage tendencies. Can only assume our noise experimentation has awakened some dormant part of their psyche, brought their primitive nature to the surface. In essence, I feel that they are almost psychologically devolving. I was stupid for rushing these experiments. And now over 35 people are dead.
I like that guy's voice. He sounded like he could tell a good Cthulhu story, I think. That kind of timbre and accent. Watch out, big boy. Oh, ouch. Okay. I guess what... we'll probably die here. I guess just walking right through him wasn't the... They can detect you if you actually walk right through them. I should just pick them off one by one for the XP, but I just... I think that's what we'll do with this one. Tell you how it works. How you can shoot them and not be detected, but you walk too close to them. I guess they felt you, little nudge. Well, he ran up to me then and bumped into me, but didn't. That's weird. Wonder why he detected me then. Weird. At least I want a skill book for my troubles here, as well as doing the quest. How are we doing? Okay, folks, I think we'll call that a day. It's just a random stream, really, because I was a bit bored. Yeah, that's it. I've got to go and put some washing out, I think. Thanks for watching. I hope it's been alright. You know, it is what it is. I'll speak to you again soon.